Hey guys, and welcome to a hopefully speedrun of the Nightmare Corridor and the Cursed Realm. I don't have much time, and that also is reflected in my scores for this week, but I'll still show you guys what I did for my times. So let's start out in the Nightmare Corridor. So for the Nightmare Corridor, let's just claim this real quick. My time is not that good, and the main reason for that is round 2, but let's just start out. So for the first team here, I'm using Leica. If you have a Thane, Thane is much better than Leica in here, but I don't have Thane and I don't have the Merc slot open, so I'm just using Leica in here. As for the collections, full attack everywhere, +2 effect on both of the Awakened Heroes, and then insight on Atheist, and you should be good to go. The team it's not that good, but again, I just kind of speed ran this week of the Nightmare Corridor. Now for this team, if you can make the actual Authors plus Liberta plus Athalia team work without Adrian, that's much better, meaning you have to use Edwin over Adrian. For me, I was like kind of strapped for time, so I just gave up on Edwin and I threw in Adrian, and that made it work. So yeah, obviously if you can make the Edwin version work, that frees up Adrian for other teams, but then again, I don't really care. And for the team to work, obviously you need Athalia to have the highest attack, and you need Authors to have the lowest HP. As you can see, my tank tree is quite low, and Authors, he actually has gear on, which he shouldn't, but yeah, he doesn't have a collection on, so yeah, that makes sure that he is the lowest HP. And I don't have a collection on Palmer because he was stealing Athalia's spot as the highest damage dealer. And I guess I can show my collections real quick, but yeah, nothing that much of note. Next up, this is the Scarlet team. Here is where I'm using my Merc. If you have the trial version of Thorin, you can also just use that. Yeah, I tried out some different invested Thorins, but yeah, you want a chunky Thorin like 309. E60 seemed to be like where he was kind of chilling at. As for the collections, obviously just high damage +2 collections if you have them. Full attack where you can get it, and I guess I just got whatever I got when I merked my Thorin here, but yeah, +1 seemed to work out decently fine. Next up, this is the Randall Rem team. So for the Randall Rem team, you need Rem to be the strongest hero, and then Randall, you just want full attack on the rest of the team, basically. And yeah, this could probably be an inside collection as well, but I just wanted the +1 effect, and yeah, it seems to be like just about the same amount of time to kill. Next up, we have the Vika formation. You can do a lot better than I did, but yeah, again, not much effort was put into this round. But yeah, full attack wherever you can get it. I'm actually using a pref collection on her because I ran out of full attack collections. Full attack here, and then a strong attack collection on Vika. Last but not least, we have the Baden Trashir team. Obviously, Trashir needs the engraving 30, and Baden needs the +1, or he doesn't need it, but he wants the +1. And then for the rest of the team, just stack full attack where you can. And obviously, you want erosion for Aurelia, not Audria. I keep calling her that. Aurelia is what she's called. And also, if you have Nox, if you pop the Nox trial, you can replace Misha with Nox to a similar result. Right. So before we head over to the Cursed Realm, let's just quickly go to the Nightmare Corridor. So I'll link below the Chinese guide. But again, I didn't really look at the Chinese guide when I made my Nightmare Corridor teams because it's very well catered, so I just didn't bother looking at it at all. But what I did bother looking at was the VLAB guide, which I'll also link down below. Obviously the best guide out there for the Nightmare Corridor. The main thing you want to use this guide for is, well, one, you have the team variants, which again, I didn't really use the team variants because I couldn't really make them, mainly because I couldn't make the Edwin version of the Athalia team work, so I had to play around with that a bit. But as for the collection stats and substats, that's what you use the VLAB guide for, and that's what the VLAB guide is best in slot for, right? Because it tells you what substats you want on most heroes. And spoiler alert, it's mainly full attack on everyone except for the carries. All right, again, we're speedrunning, so let's just head back to the game real quick and head to the Cursed Realm. So, Cursed Realm, I guess I have some attacks left over. Not actually a lot of RNG for this round. I was able to do 132 billion, which is it's fine. It's an improvement from this rotation last time, but it could be better for sure. But that's just probably down to hero investments. So for the first team here, obviously we're using Awakened Baden, we're using SP on Awakened Sophia, and then we're just stacking full attack wherever we can. A strong HP collection for her, and just +2 from him, and last but not least, Insight for Naruko. Next team, this is the Seal team. So for the Seal team, again, Insight on Atheus, full attack. Well, I guess I got Erosion here. That should probably be full attack. +2 here. Whatever your strongest Athalia collection is here, and then full attack on whatever she's called. He's called, sorry, Liberta. Then we have the Vika team. Now, if you're using this pet for the Vika team, you need to make sure Vika has the highest attack. To achieve this, I made sure to not equip any gear on Aurelia, and then a strong attack collection on Vika. The rest of the stats are pretty self-explanatory. +2 effect down here, and then just Insight on Insight and +1 ideally for Adrian, because he is kind of the CC for the team. Next team, this is the Awakened Lucius team. This is also where I popped the Nox trial. As you can see, 27 billion, that's pretty good. You want defense on this guy, full defense, or +1 effect if you need it. My team actually didn't die out in my tests, so I didn't need the +1 effect in here, so I could just throw on some extra full defense on him. Obviously +2 on these two, if you have it. Fifth team, so this team, there's a bit of RNG to this team, I'll be honest, for me at least. So yeah, you want to stack a high attack and magic pierce on these two heroes, and then you want Insight and +1 effect for this guy ideally. Obviously this would ideally be a +2 collection, but I just got the +1, and then you want some Insight on what's she called? Nyla. And last but not least, we have the, well, for me, it's the Yorin team. For some people, you can use Awakened Athalia. 12 billion damage, some RNG. It swings between 10 and 13 billion damage for me. But yeah, it's pretty good because it's fairly cheap if you have Yorin, obviously. There's also a Athalia variant, or not Athalia, sorry, a Dragon Gwyneth variant that's better. But yeah, obviously a lot more expensive. And look at this dog shit collection I have for this guy. Yeah, so yeah, +1 effect for this thing and Insight, ideally. You want defense on this hero. I don't really have a good defense collection. Full attack here, and then for Rem, just some physical pierce, and you're good to go. And let's quickly run to the VLAB. Also has a guide for this, which I'll also link in the description, which will tell you the different team composition and also the different substats for the different heroes. So yeah. You should be kitted out with this guide. I'll be honest, and I'll link it below, but I wouldn't look at the Chinese guide for the Cursed Realm, because it's, yeah, again, catered towards whales, and most of us are not whales. All right, hopefully a pretty short video this week. I didn't really have time, and I need to go to bed right now, so I'll see you guys next Sunday.